to another episode of The Walk. My name's Gareth, I'm joined by my mate Phil once again and Nikita, and we're on the outskirts of the village of Castleton, which is in the Peak District in Derbyshire. We're going to have a short stomp where we're going to take in some caves, which is what we're in now. We're going to take in a lead mine called Odin Mine that dates all the way back to the 8th century and was mined by the Vikings, hence the name Odin Mine. And we're also going to find an old road that used to be the main road connecting Chapel in Lefrith with Sheffield, am I right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Which collapsed in the 1970s and has since been abandoned. Loads and loads of remains from different eras. Let's get stomping. Usual drill, here's Google Maps. This is where we're starting the walk. This is a massive cave, it's called Windy Knoll. We're then going to follow that old road all the way down until we get to the bottom of the hill, and we're going to find the remains of Odin Mine and Odin Cave. So Windy Knoll, I don't know why it's called Windy Knoll. I've only ever heard the word knoll when it comes to JFK's assassination.
No, well actually this hillock is actually, it was quarried, so I dare say that this wouldn't have looked like this previously. It could have been a smaller adit, and obviously the quarryings probably took out the front of it. Gotcha. Because it's actually a limestone mine.
So not a lead mine then, like the rest in this area? Because ladies and gentlemen, it's all lead mines basically around here. But this is a quarry then, essentially, an underground quarry. Amazing. Right, out into the light. Now up there, you've got Mam Tor, which is very, very famous. Mam Tor basically means Mother Hill, and the reason why that is because of so many landslides, which we're going to witness later with the road. It's been so many landslides that it's basically created, as you can see, loads of smaller hills that surround it. So I guess the theory behind the name is that essentially Mam Tor is the mum, and these are the babbas. So we're going to have a walk across the field then, past these cows, hoping these ones aren't particularly vicious. We've got a paraglider up there in the sky as well, I don't know if you can make that out. Now the road down there, it used to be a very busy main road, and then it kept collapsing and being repaired, collapsing, being repaired, and there was a huge landslide in around about 1978, 1979, and they gave up on it at that point. And they basically diverted traffic all the way around. So there's Mam Tor up there. It did have a massive Iron Age hill fort, obviously going back, you know, a seriously long time ago. What's going on here?
Well, that's what they call a swallet.
Right, I've never heard of that. I've lost my swallet.
Or even a resurgence. That's a small, it's basically a small, what do you call it, little tunnel of water passing in or out of. Quite popular with cavers because some of them go in quite a lot, but that one, as you can see, is very, it only basically goes through the ridge look.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So is that natural then, or is that
because it's a form of water. It's this in the winter. This has actually got water in it.
The reason I asked if it was natural is because there's so many lead mines around here, and obviously they had a huge problem with flooding in lead mines. They would build something called a sough. Now, if you've watched the one that we did in the Lathkill Dale, we climbed in that sough, which is basically a way of draining water out of the mines. But no, that's natural. It's a bit before your time when this was a road, isn't it? A main road.
Well, I was 9 when it collapsed for the final time.
All right. Did you ever go on it then?
No, I mean, I might have done with my parents when I was young, but I wouldn't remember. But I have no recollection of it, no.
Because you're saying that this has basically been added to make it thinner, because also you can see where the cat's eyes were in the middle, when it would have been a main road.
Yeah, you can make a judgment, can't you, by looking at it where the halfway point of the road is, and sometimes them cat's eyes aren't in the halfway point nowadays, are they?
Yeah. Now the village of Castleton has got 4 enormous show caves. The Speedwell Cavern, which we looked at very briefly obviously in our last video when we were talking about the Winter's Past murders. And there's other ones that are further down. There's one here called Blue John, and that's it there, so you can pay 15 quid, 20 quid, whatever it is, and there's a big giant cavern underneath there. What's Blue John again? Phil, you were talking about it in the last videos.
Well, it's some valuable mineral, isn't it? I don't know whether it is blue or whether John found it.
So here's the road. This was a main road then. They've been up in the sky for ages. I bet the view up there is unreal though. Mind you, the view here is pretty amazing as well. Mam Tor just looking incredible. But this is bonkers. So obviously the road would have come down here. Mate,
It's here, look, isn't it?
life on Mars. I've not thought this through. Have I got a barbed wire fence in between us? We should go round. So Phil said there's some footage on YouTube, which I'll try and find, of basically trucks and stuff coming up here, I guess in the early 70s, before it all collapsed, and it seriously collapsed. That is mad. Wow, this is a serious drop. Oh, eish. My sunglasses gone. Look at that. It's like a war zone, isn't it? You can see how all of this has just dropped over the years from the hill. I bet all of that has, Phil. I bet all that you can see the exposed rock.
Definitely. Look at it. That's a bit of white line. Nick spotted it.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, there's loads of it, look.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting excited over an old road. I never thought that'd happen, but there you go.
Yeah, it's usually a bit of a sleeper that gets you ready.
Yeah, it is. But it's just, oh mate, it's just mad, isn't it? It is like almost like it's been taken out by the Luftwaffe, do you know what I mean? Like they've just bombed the road to stop the Allies. Also, it's how many layers there are of the rock as well, of the asphalt, yeah. Look how thick a road is.
Well, Titanic plates, you know, when you can see where the earth crust before, but this is just, oh my god.
Yeah, it is. You don't realise how thick roads are, do you? And how many layers there are. So I apologise for the wind. It's like a serious sort of wind tunnel here. This is mad. It's like an earthquake has just gone off. At the bottom of the hill, we're going to walk down now to Odin Mine. Now, they were mining Derbyshire. I know I mention it all the time on the other videos, all the way back into Roman times. Now, the first mention of Odin Mine is in 1280. And in 1280, they mention the fact that it's called Odin Mine because it was mined by the Vikings. Obviously Odin being a god of theirs. And it stayed open all the way up into the 1800s, which is, you know, not a bad life from Roman times to the 1800s. Pulling lead out the hillside. Now there is a crushing wheel, there's a shaft, a spoil heap, there's loads going off. He's found a cat's eye.
Well, the eye's been taken out for the poor bugger. But
okay,
yeah,
he's found a cat then.
Yeah.
A blind cat. So that bend there, that's where Phil says the footage is of the big trucks, huge lorries and stuff coming up here. Now all the way over here you've got asphalt that's obviously part of the road that's all just fallen down. Oh, it reminds me of Black Gang China on the Isle of Wight, this. Like this huge, oh hello. What's up? Now this looks like old mine workings, you know, like collapses, but I'm guessing it's not. I'm guessing it's to do with all this that's come down. But Odin Mine is there, and then I think there's Odin Cave as well. Now in terms of actually going in Odin Cave and Odin Mine, I'm pretty sure it's all blocked off, but we'll see how far we can get. Although, going underground somewhere where the ground above you is as temperamental as this, I'm not sure is overly wise, but it's still incredible. Some of you are probably thinking it's a road, mate. We've got them everywhere. It's just, you know, mate, I'm hoping that maybe the drone footage will do it a bit of justice, but it is like dead apocalyptic. It's weird. Hang on, Phil. What have you found?
Well,
Humpty Dumpty.
It looks like a chimney stack from here, and if it was a chimney, it's obviously all gone, and it's also leaning from subsidence.
There we go, none of that subsidence nonsense.
But I don't know why there would be a chimney here, mate, to be honest with you. I mean, you know, if it were connected to ventilation for getting the bad air out of Odin Mine, which is very near, it could well have been. They used to have a look on the map, but that's my theory.
That looks more modern than Odin Mine though, right?
Well, yeah, it is, but they may have put, yeah.
What about a drain?
It could be.
It's a drain, mate. That's come off the road, isn't it?
Possibly, yeah. Oh well. Some you win, some you lose.
Or, do you know what I mean? It dates back from the 8th century.
No.
Terracotta bricks. Answers on a postcard, folks. I think it's probably a drain that came off the road. But I'm open to 8th century chimney. So we're coming down, they're still in the air. I've been there about half an hour. In the distance, you'll see Peveril Castle. We looked at that very briefly in our last video. that dates all the way back to the 1000s and was built by William Peveril, who was the illegitimate son of William the Conqueror. So no matter where you go around Derbyshire, there's literally history everywhere you look. Mate, we're going old school. That is old, mate.
Do you think there's something unusual there? I mean, I'm not a professor, but if it says Sheffield's that way, 17 mile, and Chapel-in-Frith's that way, I don't think that makes sense.
Well, maybe it wasn't in the ground. Someone just put it there. It was, you know, maybe came all the way down the hill.
Yeah, I mean, if it were on that side, it'd make perfect sense because Sheffield would be pointing that way, which it is, and Chapel-in-Frith would take you around the loop. And yeah, so I'm not sure about that.
Need to have a word with the council. When we've looked at lead mines before, the main issue with them, sorry, we're losing the light a bit now. The main issue with them was flooding. Now Odin Mine is right here, and we've got an awful lot of water going on, coming down off of the hill. So straight away when you come off the road, there's a cave. So here we go. This is Odin's cave. Now I assumed that Odin Cave was an adit, you know, into Odin Mine, but I'm told on good authority that it's not. This is a cave that's actually got nothing to do. Oh mate, it just smells of smoke. Obviously where people have been having fires. It actually doesn't connect to the mine workings. Yeah, it literally is just a cave. Still pretty cool though. I like a cave. I mean, it's no Thor's cave, is it, Phil, to be fair?
No.
I do like a cave, but I'm more interested in a mine. So we're going to walk up the hill now to the mine workings. So it's quite a small path into the rock face. I was just thinking, Phil, if this worked until... Oh wow. You can see the white minerals in there as well. Wait, right, let me get the torch.
I mean, I don't know where this is in relation to the actual main Odin workings, but it's obviously an adit going in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually light coming down. I thought that was minerals, but I don't think it is. I think that might be light. Or is it minerals?
Is it steep?
It's hard to tell. It's quite steep, but it's not bad. Let's have a look then. Because I was thinking, if this was worked until 1823, they might have had a railway, you know, a tramway coming out, but I'm not... Yeah, that's not working here, is it? Let's have a look.
They could have had a hauling shaft taking it out from the top.
Oh, mate, yes, all the way up there.
But look, it's right at the top.
Yeah, that's right up the top there.
There's a couple of adits up there. So it makes me wonder, how was they getting the stuff out of there?
With great difficulty,
And
I
down
imagine.
here without, I mean, it's not so bad when you get here, but that's lethal.
It is. I mean, that's pretty steep coming up. You've got some mineral content, look on the side there. There's a tree hanging on for dear life. Right, Phil's going in, which means I've got to copy him because I can't think for myself. Right, what's going on then, Phil?
What's going on is...
It is mineral, isn't it?
I think so.
Animal visceral mineral.
Glistening.
Oh, mate, it's glistening.
Oh, it's soft.
Oh, wow.
It's... Oh.
Oh, mate, that crack goes right up high.
And this just keeps going.
Yeah, this is going deep in, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not kitted out really, but it's interesting. Look, there's a, what do we call them, a stemp. There, look.
Oh, yeah. Got ya. Oh, yeah, because these are loose rocks, these. Oh, jeez. And there's another stemp there. At the top.
Okay, yeah.
Wow, that white stuff is amazing. Okay, so we're going to climb back out now. Nikita's just said there's spiders everywhere. I didn't notice them on the way in, but I'm getting out. Now at the bottom of the hill, there's a working area, including a crushing wheel. So here we go, crushing circle. So through there, that's the mine that we've just come out of. Phil nearly fell over. Annoyingly, I wasn't filming. So obviously the road wouldn't have necessarily been there. Certainly not originally. This is yeah, me failing my Mensa audition. And now there's a crushing wheel here then, where they would have brought, well, would they have crushed lead?
Yeah, you'd thought so, yeah.
Yeah?
This is a working area, isn't it? So that's a replica of the circle that the stone, I don't know if that's the original stone that it went round, but it's certainly not very even, is it?
Oh, this is... Well, this probably got... Well, I was going to say it got taken out when the road went, but this is hella old. I'm surprised we can see a bulge there. I'm surprised that's not gone. Yeah, again, really old wall. So then we come up here. Now you're saying you think there's an old mine shaft here somewhere as well?
Yeah, I'll have to get my nose on and go and have a look.
Get your nose on. But yeah, so Phil's saying this was a replica. So this would have been rolled around here, and it doesn't necessarily look replica though. This looks really old. I'm wondering if this bit is. And it would have come round and crushed either the lead or maybe even some of the rock. Thinking about it, if you're dragging rock out, you know, spoiled, to get it out of the way basically, because you want to get at lead and fluorspar and every other thing they were trying to get out of these mines, you know, you might have gone, well, we'll sell off the rock as well, do you know what I mean? Like crush that down, limestone, crush it down for fertiliser or whatever. Now I would suggest then, there's some iron content here, look. Either that or someone's chucked a tomato soup down, but I'm going with iron. Phil's found a shaft with a grill on it. Kind of grill, one you can get a camera down.
Oh, I wish you could get a barbecue on.
Yeah, mate, it's dinner time, isn't it? Oh, mate, that's not very deep at all.
It's not deep.
Nah.
Yeah, but that's just because it's been filled in, that has.
Yeah, but that's still annoying. That probably goes down, what, 6 foot? 8 foot maybe?
Here as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's something gone off here, isn't there? To be fair.
You know, remember, you normally get a hauling shaft and a shaft for the chaps to get down as well, you know, so maybe that was the, who knows.
I mean, yeah. I'm wondering if there was a building on top of it as well, because look at this.
This has been filled in, look.
But look at this, is this, what's the word used the other day, a co? Could there have been a co on top of it?
One, yeah, but, yeah, there may well have been a co, yeah. That's been filled in.
Sebco.
They've chucked the crap down it.
Wow. It would have been a tough gig being a lead miner. But when you came out of the ground, that would do, wouldn't it? As a view. Mate. Incredible. Right, we're going to head back down the road now. Tummy's rumbling. Don't know about you.
Too right.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Just a short one, but an incredible amount of history going back to the 1970s and the 8th century as well, that little bit there. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Cheers, lads.
See you. Yeah, see you next time.